Hi, my name is Isaac. Hi, my name is Charlton. Today we are going to talk with you about sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is a disorder of the blood. Sickle cell anemia gets its name from a farm tool called a sickle. A sickle is a tool that is shaped like a crescent moon and was used to cut wheat. Someone with sickle cell anemia has red blood cells that are harder and shaped like a sickle instead of shaped round like healthy cells. Round, healthy red blood cells are soft and can carry oxygen easily through the body. Oxygen is necessary for all parts of the body to live. These stiff and curved sickle cells are also sticky and clumped together. They get stuck in the blood vessels, which prevent the oxygen from getting through the body. Charlton, how does someone get sickle cell anemia? Well, Isaac, because sickle cell anemia is an inherited disease, you can't catch it like any cold. You are born with it. Wow, Charlton, you really know about this, don't you? Of course, Isaac. Did you fall asleep when we were researching? Sickle cell anemia happens when parents pass on two abnormal genes to a child. Each parent has to have at least one sickle cell gene for a child to inherit sickle cell anemia. If a person has only one sickle cell gene, it is called sickle cell trait. A person may never know they have sickle cell trait. That is why testing at birth is now required in every state. So where did sickle cell anemia come from, Isaac? Studies have shown that there is connection with sickle cell anemia and the disease malaria. Malaria is common in Africa and very serious life-threatening disease. It is believed that sickle cell anemia may have resulted from a genetic change that happened thousands of years ago in regions of the world that had malaria. People with the sickle cell trait were more likely to survive malaria epidemic. Those without the trait or with sickle cell anemia were more likely to die from malaria. Today there are about 100,000 Americans with sickle cell anemia. It is more common in African Americans. 1 in 500 African Americans have sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia was first discovered over 100 years ago in 1910. That is a really long time ago. I know a really long time ago, a doctor named J.B. Herrick found strange shaped cells in the blood of one of his patients. He described them as sickle-shaped cells. At that time, he did not know for sure if this was a disease or if anyone else had this same problem. Over the next several years, more people were found with sickle-shaped cells. Back then, they had no way to treat a person but to keep them as comfortable as possible. With the development of pain, medications, and antibiotics to fight infections, people have been able to be helped. Isaac, can you tell everyone what the symptoms of sickle cell anemia are? Fine, Charlton. A symptom is when your body shows signs that something exists. Often it can be something's wrong, like sneezing and coughing when you have a cold or flu, because less oxygen is getting to all parts of the body. A person with sickle cell anemia may get tired easily. Also, when blood cells get stuck in the blood vessels, which can cause a lot of pain. People with sickle cell anemia can have pain in their stomach, chest, arms, and legs when the blood gets stuck. This is called a sickle cell crisis. No one can predict when this will happen. The pain from a sickle cell crisis can last for a very short time. They can also have complications like acute chest syndrome. This is a condition where the person can have severe chest pain, trouble breathing, and even a fever. When the blood vessels get stuck in the brain, they may have a stroke. This may cause a person to be confused and unable to use parts of their body. So Isaac, did you know there are some treatments or things that can be done that may help a person with sickle cell anemia? Treatments are focused on relieving pain, preventing infections and complications. Right, Charlton. Sometimes a person may have such severe pain that they may need to be in the hospital for treatment. Also, they may be treated with a blood transfusion. This is when they put healthy blood from someone else into the person with sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is very serious. The life expectancy of a person with sickle cell anemia is shortened by the disease. Some people can go without problems for years, while others may die as babies or children. There are no treatments that prevent a sickle cell crisis or the long-term complications from the disease for everyone. That is very serious, Charlton. The most common cause of death for a person with sickle cell anemia is because of infections. With care and treatment, people can now live into their 40s. At this time, the only possible cure for sickle cell disease is a bone marrow or stem cell transplant. Red blood cells begin development in the bone marrow. By destroying the unhealthy bone marrow and replacing it with matching bone marrow from someone that is healthy, the body can produce new healthy red blood cells. Not everyone with sickle cell anemia can have a transplant. They are risky. Only about 7% of people with sickle cell will be approved. For those that do have a transplant, over 80% have remained healthy. To stay healthy, doctors recommend that a person with sickle cell anemia drink lots of water, avoid getting really hot or cold, eat a proper diet, and get lots of rest. If they are careful and manage their conditions properly, they can live longer and as symptom-free as possible. We hope you have enjoyed our TCN broadcast on sickle cell anemia. Thank you and good night.